Hello, Royal Oaks members. This is Dave Altimus, your general manager here with Luke Drury, your club president, to talk about the upcoming long-range plan.
Good morning, David. Pleasure to be here.
Thanks, Luke. I just want to take some time to ask you a few questions about this upcoming plan. How did this all start? How did this long-range plan come about?
Well, as most of the members know, we purchased the club in 2015. Shortly after that time, we enlisted capital planners who came out and did an evaluation of all our assets. In 2017, we enlisted the McMahon Group, which is a very well-known consulting group. They do a really good job at that. After that, we proceeded with the Long-Range Planning Committee, putting together focus groups. That's kind of how we got to this process.
So between the committee members and the focus groups, just ballpark, how many members you think have been involved in this over the last few years?
Oh God, this is going to sound ridiculous, but probably close to 100.
Yeah, okay, that's great. So you get a lot of opinions from a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Great. Why not just renovate the Palm Grill instead of doing this member activity center I keep hearing about?
Yeah, obviously a very sentimental topic with our membership. We all have a really kind of a personal attachment to the Palm Grill. However, where we are with our current membership numbers and count, to have 2 full-service kitchens just is kind of cost prohibitive. That cost was going to run $3.5 to $4 million just to renovate. When we looked at it, really the best option was to completely tear down the building, which is going to be $5 million. So when we started looking at that and what we needed to accomplish at this club is where we kind of came up with this hybrid approach, which really enabled us to do more than just one project.
Thanks, that's very helpful. So why do we need to renovate or redesign the bunkers on the golf course?
I think everybody's seen what happens after we get either half inch or inch of rain. Our bunkers just get saturated. Superintendent Cody and his crew, who do a great job, but they go out there and they spend 4 to 5 days just to get the bunkers back in playable condition. And so when they're doing that, we're kind of neglecting other areas of our golf course. So one is just from a maintenance standpoint, but also just playability, aesthetics, and we're reducing the bunkers from 4.2 to 2.1. So lots of advantages of doing this project.
I kind of hear rumblings of, why should I have to pay for the club's debt? It was before I even maybe joined the club. Why is the debt obligation the responsibility of every member of the club?
Well, really, it's just we own the club. And to set ourselves up for success, it's just imperative that we take care of this, because what it will do for our cash flow in the long run is just incredible for us.
So what are we doing with improvements regarding the clubhouse?
In addition to the other projects that we've talked about, the debt obligation, the bunkers, we're also going to do about $200,000 worth of lighting improvements around the clubhouse and around the whole member activity center.
Luke, has the club considered getting a loan for any of this work versus having the members pay one lump sum fee?
Absolutely. The current loan that we have will not extend us any credit, as well as there is a $1 million penalty that we would have to pay today. We've had experts in this industry look at our loan, and there's no really wiggle room in this, and we're not able to get another loan.
So let's get to the big question. How much is this going to cost everybody, Luke?
Total project cost is $6.5 million. Sounds like a lot, but when we were originally looking at projects, we were looking at about $10 million. For a full golf member, we're looking at around $16,000. For an executive golf member, around $10,000. Sports club, just a little over $2,000, and a social member, about $1,000.
Will every member have to pay one lump sum at one time? How's that going to work?
About 2/3 of it's paid pretty much up front over the first 6 months. The debt obligation will be paid out over a couple of years.
Okay, great. Luke, thanks a lot for your time today. I think this will be really informative for the membership. What's the club's plan on communicating this? Is there going to be a town hall meeting? How do you see that working moving forward?
Yeah, absolutely. This is just an introduction. I mean, we really want to give membership an opportunity to give their feedback about this plan. As well, I think it's important for the membership to remember this is voted on. And we expect that we want to get a high majority to vote in favor of this plan for us to move forward. Just want to say thanks for the membership, for allowing me to be part of this process. It's been very rewarding, and just want to wish everybody happy holidays and look forward to seeing everybody in our town hall meetings in January.
Hi Royal Oaks members, I'm Robert Scott, the Assistant Director of Instruction here at Royal Oaks Country Club. And today with me I have Derek Cooper, our Director of Instruction. Derek, what can you tell us about the Member Activity Center?
So the Member Activity Center is a new 5,500 square foot building we're going to include in the long range plan. It's going to have 2 teaching bays, club fitting bay and a simulator bay, as well as the turn.
So this building is not just for lesson takers, it also has a simulator. What can you tell us about that simulator?
It's going to be a multi-sport simulator. It's going to have 13 sports in total, of which one's going to be golf. We're going to have a second simulator as well, which is going to be specifically golf.
So Derek, this Member Activity Center, is it going to have teaching bays in it?
So yeah, we're going to have 2 teaching bays in there. We're going to have video cameras in there to be able to video players when they're swinging. We're going to have large screen TVs so that people can see themselves when they're moving. We'll have some 3D swing analysis as well as some force plates so we can see how people are interacting with the ground.
Gotcha. I've heard of some of these teaching bays also having a club fitting component. Will we have that in this teaching facility?
So we'll have the 2 teaching bays, but in addition to that, we're going to have a club fitting bay that opens out onto the range. And we'll have a launch monitor in there as well as big screen TVs so that people can see all the data when they're getting fitted for clubs.
What about the non-lesson takers or somebody who's coming in maybe to not get fit for golf clubs?
Those simulator bays are going to be extremely helpful for us because we have days where the range is closed or where the golf course is closed, so we're going to be able to use those simulators to be able to hold tournaments on those days so players can come in and play different golf courses and play tournaments in those settings.
So that all sounds great. Is there a financial benefit to the club having this?
People that take lessons tend to be more avid golfers. Avid golfers tend to play more golf, and then people that play more golf tend to spend more at the club, so that's going to be a huge financial benefit. The other thing we've found in the research we've done is that when a facility has added a new building to the club, there's been a massive change, massive increase in the retention of members of the club. So the number of members that have left has changed dramatically.
What about the potential players who maybe aren't members yet, who are coming to our facility for the first time and utilizing our member activity center?
So the other clubs around Houston that we are in competition with for members have all got these learning centers to varying degrees. We believe that the one we're proposing is going to be the best in Houston. But when you've got players that are looking for facilities to join, serious golfers are looking for these types of facilities because they're the ones that want to get better at their game, and we're going to have the facility to be able to deliver that.
Wow, so this can be a benefit all the way around for potential members, the current members we have now, and maybe some of the members who haven't quite discovered golf yet.
Yeah, we believe it's going to be a benefit to every member at Royal Oaks.
All right, Royal Oaks members, thanks for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you at one of the town hall meetings where we can further discuss the Member Activity Center, and we look forward to seeing you on the lesson tee.